New deadline for property tax. Imbert. More ways to pay coming as government gives public extra time. A new deadline date for the payment of property tax is to be announced by Minister of Finance Colm Imbert on Monday. Both Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and Imbert confirmed this as they responded to questions in the House of Representatives at the Red House, Port of Spain yesterday, on whether the government would extend the September 30th deadline in view of the chaos and long lines experienced by citizens at Board of Inland Revenue (BIR) offices. Imbert said by the end of October, the BIR should be able to accept property tax payments by ACH, automated clearinghouse, bank transfer, and credit card. He said the BIR told him that payment by check, manager's check, and LINX is currently accepted at its Port of Spain and San Fernando offices and cash at all BIR offices. As the Prime Minister indicated, consideration is being given to an extension of time, and on Monday, the extended date will be announced, Imbert said. The Prime Minister said the government was pleased that so very many citizens have made it their duty to try to comply, notwithstanding the efforts put into encouraging them not to support the government's improvement measures. And the government will also want to acknowledge that at the end of the month, there was a confluence of these taxpayers attempting to make various payments, both the property tax and the normal other taxes that are paid. And as a result of this enthusiasm, which focused at the end of the month, the government did consider that some sort of adjustment is required, and the Minister of Finance will adjust that very early in the coming week. A question on whether the Valuation Tribunal was appointed to consider the objections lodged by property owners was disallowed by House Speaker Brigid Anisette-George. Hines. Police putting special focus on district revenue offices. Meanwhile, National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines said the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, TTPS, is placing special focus and attention on district revenue offices as many people have been paying the property taxes in cash at this time. In fact, the Commissioner of the Inland Revenue Department raised the issue a long time ago with the police, and the police are sensitive to the issues and are treating with it, Hines said. He was responding to a question from Orrapush East MP Dr. Rudal Munawal on whether the TTPS was taking special measures to protect citizens withdrawing cash from banks to pay property tax. Recently, the police have intensified their anti-crime strategies, including mobile and foot patrols, the so-called Joint Army/Police patrols, inclusive of plainclothes patrols, paying particular attention to those kinds of institutions targeting known and prolific offenders, including the regular snatchers and robbers who are known to them in certain communities and certain hotspots. Further, around heightened activity periods like Christmas, Carnival, long weekends, month-end, fortnight, paydays, the TTPS heightens its activity very generally, wherever persons have gathered, and there are large amounts of money known to the police. Heightened activity/security from the police is always the practice, Hines said. He said that to date, on the basis of information available to him, there has not been any report of any particular robbery or larceny in relation to activity at any of the district revenue offices. He said that generally, banks and financial institutions, including district revenue offices, receive special focus from the TTPS. He said these institutions had internal security who cooperated with the police. Hines said heightened security measures were taking place in the Central Division, Southwestern Division, Eastern Division, Port of Spain Division, Southern Division, Tobago Division, and Northern Division, where district revenue offices are located. Acting Superintendent of the Southwestern Division Edward Cumberbatch had warned on Thursday that citizens who withdraw money to pay property tax are at risk of being targeted by criminals. Speaking on the issue during a news conference at the Police Administration Building, San Fernando, he said with property tax due, citizens withdrawing large sums of money from banks and financial institutions have become soft targets. Judging from the information that we have, our internal sources have told us that nefarious persons have decided to target persons withdrawing sums of money in order to go and pay the property tax, Cumberbatch said. He identified one instance in which an elderly woman withdrew money and was robbed while traveling in a PH car.